on the breaking news. Some of the world's largest companies are taking swift action to isolate Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. CNN's Brian Todd is joining us with details right now. Brian, Vladimir Putin may not necessarily have anticipated this amazing global corporate reaction to his war of choice.
He very well may not have anticipated that, Wolf. You know, more and more companies are either severing or at least severely cutting their ties with Moscow tonight, and observers are anxiously watching to see if it will bring Vladimir Putin any real brushback from his own people. Now, one of the ways average Russians are starting to feel it, soon no amount of waiting in line will get you a coveted new iPhone in Russia.
Apple has announced it stopped selling its products in Russia and has moved to limit Russians' access to digital services like Apple Pay.
Huge lines of people in the metro who were used to using Apple Pay or using a credit card, now they had to find cash.
I'm so used to having my Apple laptop, phone, earbuds, and watch. If I lose it all, I will be very disappointed.
Apple is joining a growing roster of major companies who are either pulling out of Russia completely or scaling back operations, seeking to punish Vladimir Putin and his country far beyond the battlefield.
Essentially, a new Iron Curtain is going up around Russia right now and is becoming more isolated than at any moment since the Soviet Union collapsed.
The Ford Motor Company says it's winding down operations in Russia. ExxonMobil is pulling out of its last major oil and gas project in Russia and pledging not to invest in new developments there. BP and Shell say they'll get out of their Russian businesses, taking hits of billions of dollars to their balance sheets. American Express is terminating its relationships with its banking partners in Russia. The world's biggest container ship operators, Maersk and MSC Mediterranean, are halting their cargo bookings to Russian ports.
Which is the most devastating to the average Russian?
Well, maybe the most is actually Maersk and the shipping companies, which have stopped shipping just about anything. So that's not just iPhones, that's about any consumer goods that are imported from abroad. In the short term, that's going to be a significant impact.
In the media and entertainment space, RT, the Kremlin-backed TV network known for putting out Putin's propaganda, is being dropped by providers like DirecTV. Netflix has paused all future projects in Russia. Disney and CNN's parent company Warner Media have stopped releasing movies there. While the moral component is a strong motivation for these companies, are they also pulling out of Russia to avoid PR headaches?
Well, it's pretty easy to have it be both, in fact, because there's so much risk, not only reputationally, but also from a legal perspective.
Another move that will hurt the average Russian psyche, all Russian soccer teams have been banned from competing internationally until further notice, which means Russia may not play in this year's World Cup.
I think Russians will be devastated at being cut off from international sport, the World Cup in particular. Just a few years ago, Russia was hosting the World Cup in Moscow.
Ukraine's government is even pressing for Russia to be cut off from the global internet. But analysts say that may not be such a good idea, since cutting Russians off from the rest of the digital world will also cut them off from legitimate information about the war and may limit many Russians to only getting propaganda. Wolf.
All right, Brian. Thank you very much, Brian Todd, reporting into our viewers. Thanks very much for watching.